This video contains content that may not be suitable for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. The coronavirus has the world on lockdown. Is it because of the coronavirus, or is it some plan? I just keep thinking about when Donald Trump kept stressing on this border wall. And I think about before that when all of these world leaders went to Antarctica and just never disclosed what they went to Antarctica for. And the thing with this coronavirus that is real puzzling to me is the self-containment. I mean, is there something in the air to where if you're outside, you're exposed to the elements outside that you may catch this virus? I mean, because I just don't see what staying in the house will do. How that will protect you, because the house, for one thing, is not airtight. I mean, whatever's inside there, if it's in the atmosphere, in the air, and something that is like a mist or whatever, it can get in your home. So I just don't see what staying in the house would do. And why does this coronavirus mostly kills off older people? I mean, I just don't understand this. But I look around the world, I see that everyone is shutting down their borders. And when Donald Trump was talking about this damn border walls, I mean, as a person, especially as a black person, and being always contained, I know that the walls are not designed to keep people out. It's designed to keep people in. It is a prison. So why are all these countries making their countries prisons? You gotta get checked in before you leave. You gotta get checked before you come back. And, I think about these immigrants that are trying to leave where they live. Why are they leaving? I mean, I just never heard one give me a good explanation as to why they are leaving. I mean, who's trying to kill you? What's the name of the group? What's the name of the organization? These things are just never explained. But with these border walls, just say America starts its martial law and just start coming down on the people real hard, and you want to leave. You can't leave because now you got to jump over that damn border wall. And what about the homeless people? How are they being protected from the coronavirus? What's going to happen if a homeless person contracts this coronavirus? They're out and about, going everywhere. I mean, I just don't see how this coronavirus can be stopped if it's as bad as what they are trying to say it is. And I just don't see how self-containment works. I mean, because, man, I can't afford to self-contain for no 14 days. Shit, what I'm going to do about some money for 14 days? What I'm going to do about food for 14 days? Hey, man, I don't got like that. I have to work. So what about that? Self-containment don't work for me. The people that I've been seeing that talking about self-containment, well, I think they can afford to self-contain for a couple of years if they wanted to. But who has the luxury of doing that? Then I think I heard Trump saying, oh, this may blow over till August. So you mean this thing is floating around the atmosphere till August, and people that cannot be contained in some type of bubble home are going to get this coronavirus and die? And if they find a person to be sick at one of these borders or at the airport, they're just going to turn you away, not going to try to assist you and help cure you? I talked to this lady the other day that works for one of these women's centers where they frequently take people to the hospital. They went to the county hospital and she said that there were only 7 people in the emergency room. This place is usually packed. I mean, this coronavirus has really stopped a lot of things. And if it stopped people from going to the hospital because everyone is scared that there might be someone there that has the coronavirus, I just don't understand how this world, how America especially, is going to survive. How will the people survive? Because what about the people that's been off work all these days? And the people that have jobs that depend on people? Because no one is coming out buying your products or your goods or your services. How will you survive? The bills are steady going to keep coming. I mean, is Donald Trump going to tell the gas and the light and the water companies, hey man, don't worry about this till it blow over because, the economy is bad, people can't work, let them make it. I haven't heard any word about that. All I heard about them is rescuing the Asian community, which is still crazy to me. I don't understand where did the United States start kissing China's butt? I just can't help but, when I was in school, certain things you were taught. I was taught that China, Russia were the enemy. Japan, places like that. But now all of a sudden I see that was all a damn lie. They just told us that they were enemies. But y'all been going back and forth to China and to Russia and to North Korea for years. But I thought that you were enemies. And that is a place that you don't go. But evidently, hey, well, I guess as a black person, yeah, I can't go. But y'all can go. And because of that, you brought something back and infected all of us like you did with AIDS. And see, one thing that I've been told about, because I've never been to China, but I remember as a child that Chinese products were the cheapest. They tapped real fast. They wasn't made with the shit. And we found out that they had them sweatshops in China. And they don't regulate their stuff. They just make it and send it on out. Fuck it. There's no health inspectors. Well, if they do, they don't do a damn thing. For what I see about these little meat shops, how they have just everything cluttered up and all on top of everything, where you have this cross-contamination going on. And so I noticed that, because I used to work as a longshoreman, and I noticed that a lot of the products that we were taking off them damn ships was from China. The jobs that used to be in America back when I was a kid now are in China. Because China don't give a damn. There was too many complaints about the pollution. So they sent the factories overseas where people don't give a damn about pollution. They just think about money. And China is not a place that you want to buy your goods from because of the lack of regulations. They don't regulate their stuff. So I just don't understand why a person would want to go to. Cause I remember like when you used to have to travel abroad, you have to take all these damn shots. So I guess they don't do that anymore. They just let you go and coming back. And I just don't understand why America, because y'all supposed to be getting into it with China, especially with the way Donald Trump been going on with China. I don't understand why you would go to China anyway. And then like people like they upset about this cruise ship. Hey man, that was your choice and your decision. You had the money to get on this cruise ship. You got on this cruise ship, and now your ass got sick. You want everybody to feel sorry for you, sir. That is your damn fault. I mean, as long as they've been having these cruise ships. There have always been problems with the cruise ships, especially with the ventilation on it. People are always getting sick on these damn cruise ships. I just don't understand why people just got to get on them. People just got to spend their money on, and that's what you call the average person. I guess I'm above average because I'm just not, I'm not a sucker for things like that. Now, if it's one of those military aircraft carriers, I might get on one of those because they always going back and forth. And I know they know what they're doing. They know how to make it back safe. But these damn cruise ships, I don't trust these cruise ships. But back to this coronavirus. They have never really gave a good explanation as to how you can really catch it. I mean, because you just never know, man. Because like, okay, this person has it. I mean, you go to the store, you don't know if the person who handled that product before you had it, and you touch it, now you got it. I mean, how does it? I mean, how is it spread? They haven't really given a good explanation for that because their ass don't know either. And the Chinese officials, they are not letting it out because that Chinese man, that doctor was trying to talk about it, they shut his ass up. He knew something. And hey, man, there it is. Here it is today. We kind of like on pins and needles because you just don't know. It's called the fear of the unknown. People are always scared of some things that they don't know. Well, this might happen. That might happen. So it is you worrying about something that might happen that hasn't actually happened. I mean, when these natural disasters come about, people stimulate the hell out of the economy. Just think about it. During all these storms, when people overbuy all the damn water, then after the storm, look at all this fucking water you got in your house. And that water has a shelf life. It will get funky tasting and smelling. You never sit up too long because it's sitting up in that damn plastic bottle. Then after a while, that plastic bottles can release different toxins into the water. So some things are just not good to overbuy, like people are doing. And I just don't understand what's with this overbuying all the damn toilet paper. People freak out and panic instead of remaining calm and try to keep good wits about yourself because the money that you're wasting, how you gonna replace it if you can't go back to work? Your ass better think and realize what's really going on. I just been noticing that there have been a lot of military vehicles going back and forth for, man, I'd say shit. What is this? I say it's about 2012. I've been seeing a lot of military vehicles on the train tracks going back and forth, and I've been hearing about these FEMA camps they've been having. I've been hearing about these United Nations troops over here in the States. What is all of this for? And as I say, man, they talking about building all these damn border walls. They never tell the public actually what's going on. They just give you a little something and they keep the rest to themselves. That's why I don't trust this Democrat Republican mess because when they had Nancy Pelosi and the other guy there talking to Donald Trump, and Donald Trump wasn't acting right, and Donald Trump just blabbing his mouth, and they like, hey, well, we can talk about that in private. Donald Trump like, nah, let's talk about it now. So I don't trust those people. They talk about, well, let's talk about it in private. What is it that you want to talk about in private that you can't talk about in the presence of the American public? These people are always hiding things from us. That's why I do not trust the media. A long time ago, the media, they used to about getting stuff, getting these scoops, find out secrets that they not tell everybody. Now, the media is controlled by the government. So it's not like it was back in the 50s and 60s. Hollywood, the media, and the government, they are all one big machine now. We had the situation with Kobe Bryant and the disrespect. Everyone was mad and upset about that. Now we have this coronavirus. Everybody is upset about that. And this is one hell of a year, I'm telling you. It started out, how you start is how you end. This year started out bad, man, and I think it's going to end bad as well. I'm wondering during a crisis like this, because I really don't know much about politics, but I'm wondering if in a time like this, a crisis going on, will they cancel the elections or postpone the elections? These people are trying to pull something slick, man, and I just feel as if those things they were trying to say about Obama, about him not wanting to step down after his term was up, that's what Donald Trump is going to do. He's not going to want to step down, and he got these lawyers who's going to try to write something up in the law to make it where he don't have to step down. And I think this is some type of loophole. It's just something up, man. I don't trust these people. As a black person, I never trusted. I mean, I've been taught by them not to trust them. I was taught by them not to believe anything they say. Believe none of what you hear. And I damn sure don't believe what I see, because what you show me ain't shit neither. So I just don't trust these people, and I just don't like this direction. I see that this coronavirus is taking the world, because as you can see, the whole world is pretty much on lockdown. Got to get checked. No entry. No exit. How long is it going to last, man? And I keep saying is that enough people have not died from this to be an actual pandemic, as they try to say. I can see it, man. Millions of people have died by now from it. But I was like, hey, man, everybody better goddamn buckle up. But from the few thousand of people that have died, it's the same amount of people that have died from the damn flu. The same amount, if not more. So I just think that this is a bunch of BS, man, because you got people out here selling these little bottles of hand sanitizer, $4 and $7. Everybody's price gouging. I noticed that in the time of crisis, people always price gouge, because they see that you in need of something, they're going to exploit it. Hey, man, this is a bunch of bullshit, to put it plain and simple. So that's why I'm saying is that, but still you have to go buy you some items, because like I'm saying, who wants to go to the store and you go up in there, ain't nothing in there. Now you got to drive all around town wasting damn gas trying to find a store that has something that you want. So that's why a lot of people are buying in bulk now. A lot of people always bought in bulk. My family have always bought in bulk. We just don't go to the store and buy a pack of chicken. We're going to go to the damn packing house, go get a quarter side of motherfucking beef and get that sucker cut up and fill up the goddamn deep freeze. That's what we do. But hey, everybody do what they do. But so we've always bought in bulk. But a lot of people, like I said, you have to prepare yourself, because even, like I said, if it's not, man, you just don't want to be caught without right about now. And I've been telling people for the longest, hey, man, save your money. Now it's not a time to want to have a good time and toss it up, man, have a good time. Now is the time to save, because the handwriting is on the wall, man. Things are finna get tough here in America. I just really feel as America has saw its better days. From where America came from, back in the 1600s to right now, America has came a long ways. And it's jumped over civilizations that's been in existence way long before this place got to where it is now. So America has came a long way. And, hey, man, you come in fast like that, you're going to leave out fast, too. So America is on a decline. They're trying to do everything they can to try to make it better, letting the immigrants in, approving gay rights. They're just trying to do all. They're confused right now. They're doing all the wrong things. If you pick up any history book on Rome, Greece, all these other places, America is falling the same damn way. See, what people don't realize is that these people have always been dealing with Satan, man. They ain't just not started doing this. They've always been dealing with Satan. People around the world, this whole world, the leaders. That's why they had to show their allegiance by coming up with this damn statue and show y'all who they really follow. And like I keep telling people, man, when you see, Satan is about, he's just the opposite of what God is about. So when you make a deal with the devil, the devil is a double crosser. He don't honor his deals. Yeah, he'll give you a little bit to draw you in, but in the end, he gonna leave you hanging. That's what the Satan does. So you can't get mad at him and say, man, why you do me like that? Hell, I'm Satan. You ain't know that? So now it is. Satan gave you the knowledge to come up with some type of disease or virus, whatever you want to call it, to kill people, and now you got caught up in it. Not only is it killing other people, but it's killing your people too, since you want to say it's the coronavirus that's doing it. That's why I say I know it's people that think they're smart, always outsmart themselves. That's why I say, like, the leaders of this world, they're going to come down hard, man. They're going to fall hard, brother, because they think they're so damn smart. They're going to outsmart themselves. And the people that try to keep the racism going, trying to keep black people down, they know that that's not going to work forever. Sooner, before or later, hey, man, people going to rise up. People going to get tired of the BS. I don't care if you have like a sorry dog at your house. This old sorry dog won't bite nothing, but keep on hitting on him and abusing him. The dog is going to snap back eventually. So, you can't keep beating her, especially, now we talking about a dog, now we talking about humans now. A person is not going to allow you to keep beating them down. You better pick up a history book and see what the real deal is. That's why I say America is following the same patterns, man, with the racism, then the homosexuality, then the pedophilia, and now you showing your allegiance to Satan, and now it's time to close the book on America and start another chapter of a new world power. Now, which world power that is going to be, I have no idea. But whomever, or whichever it may be, I hope that they learn from the mistakes of all these past civilizations. Make some good, fair, and just laws. Quit making loopholes in the laws to where a certain person can break the law and get away with it. That's all people have to do. Make a law and stick with it. Quit making these provisions for perverts and murderers and thieves and robbers to get away with these crimes. And I don't care what you say, man. Hey, I'm not against homosexuality. I'm not against any person. But I know that that is not a lifestyle that's for me. I am not with it. But if another person is, that's on you. But then at the same time, though, the reason why I'm against it, because eventually it's going to affect my family in one way or another. And what about with the coronavirus with this? What the gay community doing about the coronavirus? You don't hear nothing from them. But this thing with this coronavirus is going to take us deeper. I mean, I'm just wondering what's going to be next. Are they going to force everyone to get their forehead scanned? Are they going to come up with some type of way where they say that they can detect if the coronavirus in your home? We have to destroy your home, burn it down to the ground with no compensation. I mean, just where is this going to lead us? And I just really feel as if the people are sitting back on their hands and allowing the government to run your life. And they're trying to make people out of slaves again. I mean, I just can't understand why people can't see it. A lot of people just aren't going to make it, man. I mean, a lot of people are going to end up at these lines that's going to be 5 and 6 miles long, waiting on water and government rationings because you haven't prepared yourself. You know, people are in love with America, especially black people, because it's the only place they know. But you better get ready to relocate, because this place is just not going to make it too much longer. Handwritings on the wall, man. Y'all can't see what's happening. And this is not going to be the place where you're going to want to be. You're going to wish that you would have left. And to my African brothers, man, please stop cooning. They had some Africa talking about how he was being detained and whatever for this coronavirus, and how it's not so bad. Hey man, sometimes it's good to keep your damn mouth shut. I'm gonna tell you one thing I don't like about being contained. You don't know what the hell going on outside. You don't know what they're doing outside. They're doing something, but you don't know because you're inside being contained. And containment is bad. It's like being in jail. And jail is not a good place to be. It's like being in slavery. And that's not a good place to be. So if you people that's being detained, I want to know, how are you enjoying slavery?